Hello ladies and gentlemen, this video is for people wanting to play Fortnite on PC with a PS5 controller. In my case, a DualSense Edge controller with back paddles. Recently on December 10th, 2024, I believe it was, there was both a Fortnite update and a Windows update, after which my DualSense Edge PS5 controller no longer worked on Fortnite. Now, this, as we all know, is a national emergency, so I'm going to get you up to speed as quickly as possible here so you can get back to gaming. Like many others who have been using a PS5 controller on PC over the last few years, I was using a third-party software to make this possible, called DS4 Windows. As you will soon see, this is no longer needed as Fortnite has finally added controller capability for people playing on PCs. So what was happening in game to me after these updates was that every button I clicked on my controller was getting input as 2 clicks instead of 1. You can see in this menu at the top where I click L1, R1 and it skips every tab every time, or it skips a tab every time. So even like trying to emote, nothing's working. Every time I click a button, it's giving me a double input there. So I tried all kinds of things in DS4 Windows to fix this, but nothing worked. I then turned off DS4 Windows and noticed, wow, my controller's still working in Fortnite and it's not giving me double click inputs. Problem solved, right? Well, no, not if you're using a DualSense Edge. I quickly noticed that my back paddles weren't working. So I went into the Fortnite settings and tried to map them in there, map my back paddles in there with no success. After some internet searching, I found about 3 months ago, PlayStation finally came out with support for using its controllers on a PC. I'm going to show you how to use that right now to map your back paddles and without DS4 Windows even being needed anymore. So you're going to want to go open up a browser, type in PlayStation Accessories app, and the top two options there will both bring you basically to the same place. And you'll see this screen that says PlayStation Accessories. It'll show a picture of the controller on the right. Download for Windows, there's a big blue button, download for Windows. Click that and you can download the app, and then it's going to open up an executable file, and you're going to want to run that and set that up. And during the installation, you'll also be installing Windows Desktop Runtime. There's just a quick, it's so simple, just another button right there. It's part of the installation. You'll be installing that as well. Don't worry about that. And then it should say installation successful of the runtime, and then you can continue on with installation, decide where to install it to. Then I would just click the launch program button and click finish. I guess you didn't get to decide where you install it to. Then you connect a controller either by USB cable or wirelessly through Bluetooth. Skip the tour if you want. Now, once your controller's connected, you'll see the screen there where it says DualSense Edge wireless controller. Firmware, it'll be if there's an option to update the firmware, you need to do that to get the firmware of that controller updated. And do not unplug it. Do not turn down your computer while that is updating, or there may be serious problems. So once you see it in there, now you can create a profile for it by clicking one of the three open profile slots below default profile. Default profile can't be changed, shouldn't be changed, shouldn't be used. So click any of the like function circle, function X, or function square buttons below there, and it'll pop up create custom profile. You can name it whatever you want to. Click next, and then you select a shortcut. For if you selected the X one, it'll be function X. So that'll be how you access it. So you just click OK, create profile, and then you can, in the upper left-hand corner of the next menu, there's four big buttons there. Customize button assignments. That pops up the screen that shows the controller and the back paddles. All you do is you go over to the two negative signs that are now with arrows and leaders pointing to the back paddles, and you click on one of them. And you assign it to whatever button you want it to be assigned to. And you click the other one and assign that to whatever button you want it to be assigned to. And then you hit apply. And this will say your profile is saved. And you can just go back and hit done. And then to switch to that profile, you just hit function circle or whichever one you used, and it'll load that profile onto your controller. So your controller is remembering what you don't need DS4 Windows anymore for your function, for your function, a third-party software running on your PC to remember what your controller mapping is. Your controller mapping is remembered now by your controller. So that's pretty cool. You don't even need to load anything. You don't even need to load this app, but when you're going to play the game, Fortnite, all you need to do now is crazy because all the craziness we used to have to do with DS4 Windows and all the stuff. It took VG bus drivers and all the stuff to get that running properly. Uh, mad props to whoever made that software originally. I don't think they made it was not for profit. It was a free internet software for people like us to use. So, thank you very much to whoever made that and got us to this point in time where Fortnite and PlayStation finally got their crap together and gave us capability to use controllers on PC. Of course, Windows they weren't of any help because Microsoft owns Xbox, so they weren't very friendly to PS5 controllers or PS4 controllers for that matter. But yeah, now all you have to do is basically play the game. You're pretty much done. All you have to do is hit the function and to load that profile onto your controller. Function circle is if that's the one you used, and you'll see that it says switch to whatever you named your profile. Now that is loaded on your controller and you are ready to go, my friend. I'm sorry the video got a little long-winded, but I wanted to explain exactly all of what has been happening here with the DualSense Edge and with the PS5 controllers playing Fortnite on PC. All right, there's one more thing I want to mention here that I forgot. There's all kinds of capabilities if you go back to that main menu there. Edit your profile. In the upper left is customized button assignments. We already did that. But you also have stick sensitivity dead zones in the upper right. That will let you actually change every detail of the curve of the sensitivity and the dead zones. You can have totally different, quick, precise, steady, digital, dynamic sensitivity curves for your joysticks, which is just crazy for your sticks. There's just a lot of capability. You can actually drag and adjust the curves, I think. You have your trigger dead zones in the lower left, and then you have your vibration and trigger intensities in the lower right. So this PlayStation accessories app, lots of capability. It looks really cool, and you don't even need to load it every time you run Fortnite. So thank you so much, my friends, for watching, and I appreciate it. And I hope you're back up in gaming quickly, and hopefully we're not going to run into any more problems. I think PS5 controllers should, from this point on, be supported by PC and by Fortnite. I think the pain is behind us, my friends. PTL, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.